Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching, Spiritual Guidance, and I'm so pleased that you're here today. So today I wanted to do a reading about what Spirit is celebrating for you and what unexpected gifts are coming in. This is largely because I want to do a special shout out today to one of my dearest friends, Lynn, because it's her birthday. So a huge happy birthday to you, Lynn. And I just wanted to make a special moment for her on my channel because she's been such a massive support to me. She's got such a kind and generous spirit, and she's just been a really wonderful friend, and I'm so blessed. She is an utter gift to me, and I'm so pleased to have her as my friend. So I hope you have a really, really happy birthday today, Lynn. And this is sort of like a little celebration reading as part of that. So I thought I'd celebrate the gift of friendship today in this reading. And what I've picked is presents that friends have made for me or created for me. And also these two card packs in particular are presents from the people who made these for me. This one was a present to myself, but it goes very nicely with the bracelet here. So you can go straight to the description and click on the timestamps if you know which one you want, and it'll take you straight to your reading. But just for a bit more information, so this one was made for me by my friend who I call me Julie, and she bought me this tarot deck, which is the Disney Villains tarot deck, because we both love Disney, and we love. On my 40th, she actually made a video for me and sang Under the Sea and sent it to me, and it was, in fact no, she did it what's that game where you I can't remember what the game's called, but it was a VR game, and she did that for me, the Under the Sea version. It was really cool. So that was very kind. This tarot deck is called the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce, and this, my lovely friend Louise, we used to be the Blondie ladies going out on the town and having a jolly good time, and we've done a lot of little adventures together. So she made this for me, which is me with my camera bag in the mountains, because we did go up Snowdonia together in Wales, and she also took me to see this group called the Pierces, which was absolutely fantastic, and this card deck is by one of the main singers from that group, so that's so lovely. This card deck is a representative of my wonderful friend Carly Marley, who's just been fantastic. We were instant friends about maybe 16 years ago now, and she does actually live in Australia, but we've stayed such close friends. And she got me this, which I don't think it'll zoom in to pick up on it, but it's got little foxes on it, which is absolutely gorgeous. And we'll go into each of these things more as we get into your reading, because they'll all be relevant. And then this card deck is called Three Trees Tarot, Volume 1.1. So just pop onto the description. Pick the timestamp that's relevant for your reading, and I will see you in your reading, lovely Foxglove friend. Enjoy your reading. Take care. See you later. Hello, Power One, and welcome to your reading today. So we're going to look at what is Spirit celebrating for you and what unexpected gifts are coming in, and we're going to look at why all of this is happening. Now, you might know what's being celebrated already, or you might not, so we're going to see what's going on. Now, first of all, I'm going to concentrate on this beautiful box and the meaning of it, because I will need to move it out of screenshot because it's a bit big for me to find the space properly to keep it in screenshot. So we'll just make that a little bit bigger. But the problem is you can see this, so apologies for that. But anyway, so this was made for me by my wonderful friend Julie, and The outside of this box has accidentally got faded, so it's been exposed unexpectedly to things that have dulled its sparkle down, but it's still beautiful. So there may be an element of that that's happened to you, that you've been through certain times where life has taken its toll on you a little bit. But what I do want to say is that within is still a wonderful surprise, because the glory of what this box is about still exists within, which is representative of you too. Now, what's special about this is, and I didn't know about this, is that the colour that this has been painted with, initially on the outside and on the inside, is what's called the pinkest pink. So somebody has designed this colour and made this paint pigment, and apparently it is the pinkest pink, and there was some sort of competition with somebody else who made the blackest black. So there's a lot in this for you, Pile 1, about the fact that even though you've had a tough time, you don't quite, you've been through life and it's shifted and changed you, but you're still beautiful and lovely. And also there's all this wonderfulness inside you that is vibrant, is what I want to say. And it's interesting that you've got the Disney Villains pack, because it might be other people who've been tricky, who've impacted on you, which has dulled your sparkle on the outside. But there's still all this wonderfulness inside. So I want to say that this is a very hopeful reading for you, Pile 1. So I'm just going to pop that there. We'll see. I might have to move it out altogether. So, Spirit, can we have information? Let's have information about what's been going on for Pile 1, please, and what are they celebrating? What is Spirit celebrating for you? Even if you're not celebrating, it might be something that comes to light that you don't realise. So let's have a look first. What's been going on for Pile 1? So, 4 of coins. Let's put that there. So we've got the 4 of coins. We've got the 7 of cups. We've got the star. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? We've got, the sun. Oh yeah. Ah, lovely. And we have got the 10 of coins. Okay, absolutely marvellous. Now then, let me just get some other cards for you as well. So, Spirit, what are we celebrating? What are we celebrating for Pile 1, please? Oh, interesting dietary change. So let's put that there. What are we celebrating for Pile 1, please? Spring. Okay. And Spirit. Affirmations. Okie dokie. So, initially, a lot of this is to do with material wealth, but also that usually ties in with self-value. So we've got something here around the 4 of coins, in which you're focusing on, and with the 7 of cups, that's all about thinking about, how can I find financial stability? How can I provide for myself in a way that I'm happy with? How can I bring in more money? And a lot of it is to do with, so what's happened is the star card is about truth. So somewhere during this pondering that you've been doing, thinking about, where you are in life and and what matters to you, how you want to be of value in the world, somewhere you have recognised your value, which has meant then that you have got more, you've come into more value somehow. So you might have had a promotion, a new job, a windfall. You might have changed your career in a way that's going to bring more value to who you are, but maybe more money in as well. So the Sun card is always like a really fantastic thing about what makes you happy. What's great in this Sun card is, and I can't remember the name of that character, but that's the character out of Moana, and that little being there likes to collect gems and jewels and all sorts of sparkly, lovely things of material wealth. So we've got two elements, strong elements here of material wealth coming into your life, and that has happened because you've taken a good metaphorical, honest look in the mirror and recognise your own self-worth. Now, as part of that, you may have also changed your diet, because sometimes when we start to value ourselves more, we go, well, what am I putting into my body? Or if a lot of things have changed rapidly, you might have changed your diet because you've got all this new stuff going on. If it's a new job, new things going on of that manner. But it says improve your diet and your life will also improve. So I feel like there's a celebration of your body. I feel like there's a celebration of new life and also new positivity. So that's kind of what's been celebrated in your life, this new way of being, this new there's a newer love for life, and there's been a transformation within your life. If it's not here yet, this is what's coming. It's all to do with more self-value, which will bring in more financial abundance, which is and then, I don't know, it's just like a big fat glow up, people. It's absolutely wonderful. It's just really, really great. Like you've just, expanded into this way of being. Your energy has expanded. That might be to do with this actually, because sometimes when your energy starts expanding, sometimes your body does a little bit too. But it's not to worry about that, Pile One, because your body is the vessel that you carry your soul around in, and it will support you if you go with your intuition. Don't be dictated to by what society says is how things should be, because your body is special and unique to you, and it's special and unique in the world. But there's a whole new lease of life coming, and a big upliftment of positive energy. So, let's have a look at why. Why is this happening for you, Pile One? Spirit, why is this happening for Pile One, please? I had this when I first started doing the reading. What I've got in my head is, yo, DJ, pump this party. Why waste my time? You know you're gonna be mine. So there's I want to say there's a determination and an excitement and a pumping up of energy. Oh, my earphone's going to drop out. Hold on, folks. Sorry. Because I laughed and smiled. So my tabs laughed, is what some people say, and it wiggled the earphone out of my ear. Oh, okay. So why has this happened? We've got the Empress. So, I'm going to move that over a bit, folks. Apologies. I really want to keep it in there. But, right, so why has this happened, Spirit, for Pile 1? Why has this happened for Pile 1? So, I feel like you've actually been... because it's wishes coming true, folks. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You have not only started to listen to your inner guidance, which and to start be open to create new things, but there's wishes coming true. this Empress card in particular. So that usually the Empress card is about either the mother, so maybe your mother's had an impact on you somehow, that's pushed you to go for this. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Or maybe you've actually stepped away from people who are, well, I want to say who are using you. And again, this might just be relevant for some people and not for others, because the mother figure in this role was very much she was very much focused on being beautiful, and it was all skin deep, but she was using Rapunzel to get what she wanted. However, this is also about the magic that can come into your world. So I think and friendships that can come into your world. So you might have been influenced by friends So sometimes people step into your life, and this happened for me recently, that really, really helped me understand the value of who I am, not because they spoke to me about me, but because of their behaviours and how they were in the world and their expectations and their positivity just shifted my understanding of value for me, for what I do, all sorts of different elements around that. So that might be the impact that's why this is happening for you, that there's been a shift in energy because of who you've been spending your time with. But also, like I say, this is a wish coming true. So the Nine of Cups is such a lovely, it's like all sorts of blessings and positive things coming towards you. It's a sign of success, that your wishes are being granted and that you have got luck on your side, and it's time to enjoy yourself. So maybe you've been going through all the difficult stuff, and then you've suddenly considered all of that and you've realised there's a better way to live in life. You can have more, you can enjoy life better, and that's what's happening for you. So pile one, let's see what unexpected gifts are coming in. So what unexpected gifts are coming in for pile one, please, Spirit? What unexpected gifts are coming in for pile one? Oops. Birthday. It might be your birthday coming up, or it might be a birthday party that you're going to. So you might get actual real birthday presents. Or, when we spend time with somebody else on their birthday, that's always such a blessing as well, because to share the gift of the day that you were born and the celebration that you've come about for another year, another set of seasons is such a special gift. So that's you might get unexpected gifts because it's your birthday coming in. Spirit, what unexpected gifts have we got? Or maybe there's a birth because you've got the Empress as well. Just for some of you, it might be that you've got a baby on the way. Potentially, but obviously that'll only apply to some of you, not all of you. Spirit, what unexpected gifts are coming through for pile one, please? Oh, allowing your true self to shine because you're awesome. So that ties in with the star, because that's about truth. And it's about clarity and about understanding things and living in alignment with truth, and you knowing and recognising who you are and being able to express yourself, and recognising the wonderfulness of who you are. And that is a gift. And also being able to present yourself in a way, in however you want to, is a gift. It's a fun thing to do. So that is that recognition of truth about who you are and the understanding of who you are. You're going to come into your own and you're going to start to feel more in alignment with who you truly are at a soul level, which is just going to make you shine more, and you're going to feel comfortable in expressing who you are more. And that is the hugest gift of freedom and liberation that anybody could ever get, which is brilliant. Spirit, can I have one more, please? One more for what unexpected gifts are coming through for Pile 1. Goodbye to the old and hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. Wow, you've just got the best gifts going on ever, Pile 1. So you've got a whole new version of life, a whole new better version of life coming in. You're letting go of the the things that might have caused the dulling of your sparkle, or for you to be a little bit reduced in your energy and things, and good stuff is coming in for you now. Well, Pile 1, have we got any additional advice that we might want for you as you go through all of this? Let's have a look at that. Because I always like to get a bit of advice, but quite frankly, it seems like everything's going beautifully for you, Pile 1. But let's get a couple of advice cards. Spirit, can I have a bit of advice for Pile 1 as they step into this lovely new life, new chapter of their life? Yeah, so we've got strength. So you might need to be brave. I love the fact that this person is holding the whole world. She's got the whole world in her hands. Don't know why that came up. But, to engage in a whole new world. I just want to sing songs. A whole new world, which is relevant to Disney. So maybe it's time you start using your voice. Sing. One thing about birthdays is people sing. Sing, express yourself, use your voice, Pile 1, because it will help to clear your energy. It will help to take away any fear or worry or a little bit, because when we go into a new chapter it can be a bit scary. So it's important that, and also maybe as part of the dietary bit in your body, practice strengthening your body, because that's kind of what she's doing. She's got impressive balance as she stands on one leg, holding the whole world in her hand with that beautiful tree growing out of it. We've got 2 4s. 4s are very much about strong foundations. So the foundations that you're building. So you want to be making sure that don't rush anything too much, because you want to be building really strong foundations as you go into this new life. So take your time and allow yourself to be honest and truthful about who you are, so that you build real strength for your new world to stand on. Oh, one of my earphones dropped out because I keep laughing and singing. Fancy that, Pile 1. And then the other advice card that fell out is rescue. And this literally says, I like that. That's also, look, we've got the same green ball, which is like a hot air balloon, but the world is a hot air balloon. So your frequency is increasing. You're achieving new heights in life, I want to say. And it's important that you ask for help. So as you step into this new world, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to let spirit help you, which is represented by the rainbow here. But also in real life, don't be afraid to turn to your friends or to people who are, if this is a new job or a new situation you've moved into, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's because you're stepping into a new environment and a new chapter of your life that you haven't experienced before. And there are other people who will support you as part of this. You are safe. You don't need to be afraid of anything, because you are in a good place and there will be people around you who will support. You just need to be open about that and to speak about it. Use your voice again. Knowing that, you know, as anybody who's on a new journey of experience in any sort of way, you can't be an expert immediately. Even if you've gone into something where you're an expert in the field, there's still going to be certain things, like if you're in a new building and you don't know where a room is, you know what I mean? You've got to ask for help. Be willing to ask for direction if you need it, is what I want to say, pile one. And as always, you can always work with me as a life coach, spiritual guidance mentor, holistic healer, all sorts of things. Just check out my website, www.foxglovecoaching.com, and all the information is on there and in the description of this video. And if it is your birthday or your birthday is coming up, a huge happy birthday to you, pal one. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated, please do click on the like and subscribe button. It helps to grow my channel, so I can help so that I can help more people like you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye. Hello, pal 2, and welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. So you have chosen the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce, and the beautiful embroidery by So Be It. My friend Louise made this for me, and it's absolutely wonderful. So I want to talk to you about this, actually, because with each pile, I know that the story behind some of these gifts is important. And what is so interesting was that Louise and I went up Snowdonia. We were a bit out of sync with each other with walking, because I'm quite tall, and so when Louise wanted to rest, I wanted to keep walking, and when I wanted to rest, she wanted to keep walking, so we were a bit out of sync. But we did it, and it was beautiful and stunning. And then we came back down the mountain, and when we got back down the mountain, I was driving us home and we broke down, and we had to wait until about 1 a.m. to be collected, because we were quite far away from where we live. So what I want to say is about that story is that for you, you might have had experiences where it seems like you're a bit 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You might not be in full sync with everybody around you. You might have had difficulties, where setbacks that you didn't expect, but you've still kept cheery and with a smile on your face. Well, maybe not every second, folks, but on the majority, you've still managed to keep cheery through it and keep persevering to achieve something that is wonderful and beautiful. And that's what I want to say. So we're going to put that there in the corner there, and we're going to ask Spirit what has been going on for pal 2, please, Spirit, and what are you celebrating for them? So what is the celebration? And this might be a celebration that you already know about, pal 2, or it might be something that hasn't yet quite come to fruition. We shall see as the cards pop out. So, Spirit, what has been happening for pal 2, and what are they celebrating? So we've got the 9 of Swords, so there's an element there of worrying, sleepless nights, anxiety. So this might be what has been going on for you. Let's see what else we've got. What else has been going on for pal 2, please, Spirit? So maybe just like climbing a mountain, life has been a bit of an uphill battle in certain ways, possibly with your health or with people around you. Now we've got 8 of Cups, which can be to do with having to leave something, sometimes emotional abuse situations that you're having to step away from, but it can be leaving a job, can be leaving a relationship, but you're emotionally spent. is part of what this is about. Spirit, what else has been going on for pile 2, please? The Lovers, so this not only is about physical relationships, but it can be about choices. Now, you may have been had to leave a romantic partner because of necessity rather than you breaking up. So you might have just had to step away from them physically. And it might have been a difficult task for you to spend the time away from them, which has involved worry and anxiety. And it's been a difficult experience for you. 4 of Wands, freedom. Got the 9 of Wands, which is about strength and boundaries. Let's just see what else has been. So what is being celebrated? The Knight of Cups. Let me just get some... what is being celebrated? And I'll go into the full story of this in a minute. I'm just getting all the cards out. What is being celebrated for pile 2, please, Spirit? You've got the Power. Lovely. Your wishes granted. Lovely. Let's get one more about what is being celebrated. Get some exercise. There we go. Right, okie dokie, pile 2. So I want to say that there's been anxiety and worry about having to leave a loved one behind. But as part of that, the 4 of Wands can sometimes be a wedding or an engagement or a union with other people. But maybe it's either about you've maybe had to step away because of something that you're trying to create, which enables you to be together in the long term, or by stepping away, you've had more time to spend with friends, family, to celebrate other connections. But you have worked hard at what's been going on in this situation to the point where you've felt a bit, it's been a difficult experience for you. It's not been easy. And it's like part of your soul needs replenishing now, which is difficult. But what's coming into play is this lovely Knight of Cups card tends to be about romance, or somebody who's showing more romance and love and all those nice things to do with love. Or perhaps you are entering a phase of feeling much more romantic somehow. So either way, do take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But it can often represent somebody who's bringing in more magic, fun, and love, or just that that's coming into you. And it's sometimes difficult to remain grounded when we've got this exciting romantic energy coming in, because there's a childlike excitement about how wonderful the future's going to be. So there's a phrase from Mother Teresa which is in connection with this Knight of Cups card that says, "Be happy in the moment. That's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more." So that's what Mother Teresa says. So, if it is a case where you've stepped away from someone because it's not been a good situation, it's causing you a lot of stress, then you've worked really hard, it's positive, things are getting much better. Whatever's happened within this scenario, whether you've just had to step away because of circumstances or because you've chosen to step away because things aren't right, it's enabled you to have more inner power, more inner self-worth. It's allowed you to spend time with people to build up your self-esteem. And now your wishes are going to start coming true. So this is what's being celebrated. and there's an excitement around this. So it's been like climbing a mountain, pal, too, is what I want to say. I feel like the mountains are really particular here, and what's come into my mind as well as I focus on this is that I've not long come back from the mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains, where my dad lives, and on the way home my flight got cancelled and I didn't have internet, and I felt despairingly isolated, or what's the word, a bit hopeless, because I was like, I don't know what to do in this situation. So there might have been some of that for you, where you felt, I literally don't know what to do because I can't stand how I don't have any power in this situation. But what has happened is you have managed to find inner power, and that is being celebrated by Spirit. They're really pleased for you, and as part of that, it's helped you to grow as a person. It's helped you to, I love the fact that this little fairy here is walking on a tightrope. So she's tried really hard, and she's taken herself out of victim mode, and she's gone, I want to get from this side to the other side. I'm doing it. And, you know, she's found that inner power to make things happen. Your wish is now being granted for everything that you want. But in effort to ground yourself and also, I want to say, process some of this energy, because it does feel like it's been, well, it basically says it's been a bit on the stressful side for you, pal, too. Make time to move your body, because it will help to process the chemicals that are released in your body when we're in a stressful state, is what I want to say. And you want to process those out, and process any excitement, any anxiety created with excitement as well. Keep exercising. It'll keep you nicely grounded. And it says as your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. So that's really, really positive. Now I'm going to have a look at why this has been happening for you, pal, too. So why has this been happening? Why has this happened for pal 2, please, Spirit? Why has this happened for pal 2? Oh, we've got the 7 of Cups. So look, that says choice, instincts, passion, extremes. I think there's been something about opening your mind to possibilities and potential somehow is what this, and maybe you've needed time to like absorb the concepts of what is possible, because if things have happened quickly or changed quickly in any sort of way, or if this has been blurring your vision, sometimes we need a bit of space to actually consider all the potential of what we can have and be in life, and to dream happy dreams. And that helps to manifest new things into reality. Spirit, why else has this been happening? Ooh, just chucking a few out there. Oh, they've come up in reverse. Okay, so I want to say that part of it is to overcome your fears. So the devil quite often is about fears that might be irrational, to be honest, pal, too. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of that is created by things that have happened in the past, even from childhood, which we're conditioned to believe is what is going to happen to us again. And it's to face our shadow sides. But you have done that. You have faced those the darker shadow elements of yourself. So interestingly, the Page of Wands is in reverse, which is often about communication. I want to say that you've already received the communication that you want to, but I feel like maybe there's been an element of considering in a maturer way about how you communicate, so that you don't just let things all out which can be disruptive. You know, like a younger person can go blah, 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 and let all that information out. And sometimes in relationships, if you do that, it can set a cat among the pigeons, because you've said something that can get taken the wrong way. So I feel like it's maybe something around this situation has encouraged you to just consider the words you use, consider how you communicate, which has been important as like a maturing sort of way. No matter what age you are, it's like a learning lesson. You know, it's so that's been important. Now then, what I want to see is what surprise gifts are coming in for pile 2, please, Spirit. What unexpected gifts are coming in for pile 2, please, Spirit? Unexpected gifts coming in for pile 2. Oh, patience. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Okay, perhaps the gifts, perhaps you're learning the gift of patience unexpectedly. Let me just see. Oh, we've got dietary change. That came up in pile 1 as well, weirdly. Hold on, Spirit. What unexpected gifts are coming in for pile? Spiritual teacher. How interesting. So, the unexpected gifts for you are unexpected to me as well, because these are really weird. In pile 1, it was very obvious. This is quite different. So maybe there's something where you're learning about nutrition, or there's something where you might be investing in your health. You might be investing in some form of exercise, because this has come up about exercise as well. And this is going to be an unexpected gift, because you'll feel more vitality-wise, or it'll bring more knowledge into your life, or there may just be something about nutritional elements here that is going to be positive for you. Maybe that's connected to a spiritual teacher, somebody who's going to teach you about nutrition. Maybe if you've got, or if you get a personal trainer, you know, things like that. Or you might just meet a new person who's going to teach you things that you didn't expect, which will bring more. I love the fact that this person's got all these little bunnies round them. You might be taking on a course to learn more things about spiritual elements, because it says your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So you might find someone who teaches you things. You can always do spiritual courses with me. I do one-to-one mediumship lessons, and I do run a spiritual development group. And I also do an entire coaching package which can help you progress spiritually in all sorts of different ways. So if you do want to work with me, check out my website, www.foxglovecoaching.com. It's all there. But also, weirdly, learning to be more patient is a gift, because it causes us less distress. So the more experience we have through life, where we're able to trust, to calm our nervous system, the more robust we become emotionally. Emotional resilience. That's kind of what's coming up here. So that's very interesting. Pile 2. I'm going to get you some advice cards as well before we finish. So, Spirit, what is the advice for pile 2, please? Going forward. Oh, spark. Look at that. Oh, and it's got a violin on it, which I absolutely love because I play violin. So, I just love that. The music of life, allowing everything to come together like an orchestral compilation, listening to all the different elements of what's going on in life. So this is kind of allow yourself to be free and vibrant and to feel that spark in your heart of what matters and take notice of what brings you happiness and lights you up, fires you up. We're moving away from this anxious element now to something that helps you to process the energy of any sort of anxious energy so that you can enjoy life and be creative. This card is very representative of an optimistic and hopeful future. So things are really, really good, and that it's the perfect time to start a new relationship or to build on the relationship that you've got. It's and about expressing yourself in a positive and creative way. One of the things it says as part of this is watching a spark turn into a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. So there's a spark there, whether it's within the relationship or it's this new spark of life. And then you're going to build that into a blustering fire. So you are at the start of something creative, which is going to turn into something wonderful. Pile 2. Spirit, have we got any other advice? Just stay in that lovely creative energy. Oh, we've got 2 more advice. So we've got dry desert, which is interesting, and I'll have a look at that and try to fit this in. And we've got gentle gardener. So the dry desert is very much about building resilience. So things like the cactus or different animals live in the desert, but they have been flexible in how to live in that different environment. So you may be going into a different environment somehow that seems in some ways a bit, maybe you feel a bit flat, or I don't know, something about it is like things don't work the way you want them to in some way. However, it's just reminding you, keep being persevering through things and adapting, and it'll be absolutely fine. It'll turn into like a wonderful, place to be. Make sure you stay grounded. It's interesting because the spark, a spark in a hot environment is going to create an inferno if there's something to burn there. And then we've got gentle gardener. So there's an element where you need to plant your hopes and dreams, nourish it as much as you can, because you might be in a difficult or new environment, and it will create something wonderful. And the gentle gardener is very much about understanding how you create with spirit. So keep having positive thoughts about what's going on. There might be some resilience where you'll need to be emotionally resilient, and part of that's why you've been through this experience, because we had this one about how you communicate and being mindful in how you communicate, but also being mindful with your thoughts that they stay positive, stay grounded, and be flexible and resilient as you go forward, because you're going to create wonderful and beautiful things. The spark is there that will allow you to come. So apologies about that. Just finishing up literally to say, I was getting into the zone of building that centre fire within your home. Like in the old days, the central fire of a home was really, really important for the everybody involved, not only for providing sustenance of cooking food, keeping heat, allowing people to relax by looking at the flickering flames of fire, all that sort of thing. So that was just coming in. But that is the end of the reading, pile 2. So thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, please do click on like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel, which helps me to help more people like you. If you really liked this, you can always buy me a coffee on the Buy Me a Coffee link, and my shop is in the Buy Me Coffee link as well. And also my website is in the description, so it's all there. You have a wonderful day. Take care, pal too. Bye-bye. Hello, pal 3. A big warm welcome to you today. Rightio then. So we are looking at what spirit is celebrating for you and what unexpected gifts are coming in. Now, with each one, I've talked about the gifts that are here on this table right now and what they mean, because they tend to be representative of the people who are watching. So this gift comes from my wonderful friend Carly, who lives on Australia. We met when we worked at a company in the power station industry, actually, and we sat next together, and it was a pretty miserable job. But we sat next together, and Carly made me laugh all the time by singing me rude songs about the little mouse with clogs on, but she changed the word to something rude. And she was so funny, and we were like instant friends. We were just so instantly connected, like soulmates. And I just know that I've been through different lives with her. And she sent me this wonderful, it's got little foxes on, look. But what's lovely about this is that it's got the secret little message on the inside that says, "Happy birthday. Lots of love, Carly Marley," because that's what I call her. So I want to also say about this is that so for me, this represents when things can change in an instant, when you can meet someone special, or something special can happen in an instant, and it's unexpected, and you can just meet that person and they can change your whole lives, which Carly has definitely done for me. She's supported me over the years in so many ways. And what's wonderful is, also what's special about this, is that time and space makes no difference. So Carly and I were together only for a year in England, and then she's lived in Australia for about, I think, she might need to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think about 16 years now. So we've still been friends at that distance, and we talk to each other in one way or another most days. So you know, time and distance doesn't matter when you've got that stronger connection. So I feel like for everybody who's chosen a different pile, the friendship that's represented in the pile and the story is representative of what's been going on for them. So this might be about unexpected friendships or connections. It might be to do with somebody being far away, but you know, it's this connection's still strong. It might be about meeting someone or having something happen that has a really profound impact on your life. So we'll see how that comes up as the reading goes on. I'm going to pop that there. So for pile 3 then, Spirit, what has been happening for pile 3? And we'll have a look what's been happening, what's been celebrated, why, and then what unexpected gifts are coming in and advice. So, Spirit, what's been happening for pile 3? 10 of Cups. Oh, that's jolly, jolly nice. What's been happening for pile 3? Knight of Swords. Interesting. Oops, there's 2 came out there. 9 of Swords. We've got Temperance. There. So, what is being celebrated? Spirit for pile 3, and I'm just going to get all of these out. Oops. A load fell out then. I'm gonna go with it. So the star is what's being celebrated. We've got the Empress. Can you still see that? Just have that on the edge there. We've got the Death card and the Magician. So, let me just see, that's a lot of goings on, pile 3. Spirit. What else is being celebrated? Oops. For pile 3. Okay. I have one more. So I've ended up getting oodles of cards out for you, a bit more than I got for the other piles, but I'm rolling with it. Easy does it. Okay, so this is very interesting, isn't it, pile 3? So I'm going to try and roll with this because it feels like, like I can't breathe. I feel a bit overwhelmed. A bit overwhelmed, pile 3, with all of the goings on, with all of the shifts and changes. And I suppose that's why the easy does it comes up. So what we've got is, we've got the 10 of Cups, where that's like a happy family or emotional fulfillment. Everything was really good. Everything was lovely. And then all of a sudden, fast things have happened where you've needed to be... I feel like maybe something's happened that's a bit unexpected, and what sort of... that's caused anxiety and caused stress and caused sleepless nights, like something's happened really quick. Look, what's coming up for me is what just happened in America was that they had they've had some hurricanes in certain areas, but certainly for my family, Hurricane Helene, I think it's pronounced, went through parts of Tennessee and North Carolina and Georgia apparently, but Asheville and stuff as well. So it was like life was all good and happy, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, these waves, this swan here is having to try and protect the 2 of Cups, which is about connections and relationships, or what's precious to it, from stormy seas and difficulties. And that's brought about a lot of honesty, clarification, praying and asking for assistance from, it's like those darker nights of the soul where you go, oh my goodness, please can somebody just help everything be okay. And you've been creative and supportive and nurturing as this has gone on. So you've really stepped up. So this might not be relative to the actual hurricane, but it feels like something's happened in life where you were in a jolly nice situation, and then all of a sudden things have taken a stressful turn, and you've had to feel like you've got to protect what's precious to you. But what's being celebrated by Spirit is how you have stepped up, how you have been so fantastic in this situation, how you've helped to create something else that's better, how you've taken action to create something that's better, how things have died away, how you've let go of the past. Maybe there's actually been a bereavement somewhere, but you've kept going and you've been honest and you've been open during this process, and you have had to leave things behind in some way, And now it's very important that you just take it easy. So whether you've had to leave things behind, people behind, now it's time to just have a bit of a rest, pal 3. It feels like you've been through the ringer a little bit, whether you've left a relationship or whether you've had something happen that's meant that things have died away and you've had to recreate things. It's just, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But Spirit are applauding you for your stamina, for your perseverance, for your ability to nurture and be kind to other people, and to still try and be, you've been good, you've been lovely through this experience, even though it's been such a worry, and you've helped to create something new out of what feels like a potentially dramatic situation, pal 3. It's like, it almost gives me a sore throat, and like I can feel it in my lungs, like there's an element of grief potentially. So because the emotional, metaphysical, if when we're doing holistic health, each organ has a different emotion that pertains to it when we're going through difficult situations, and quite often grief affects the lungs. So you'll find sometimes if somebody's going through grief, they might get a cough, they might get some sort of illness, chest infection, stuff like that, or even a cold if they're run down, but it's usually connected to the lungs. Okay, so Spirit is celebrating how well you've done through this, how things have died away, and I feel like you've sought support from Spirit, maybe, but you've kind of kept your mind focused on doing the right thing, doing the next best thing. So, pal 3, let's have a look. I've lost my cards. Where have I put them? They're over there. Right, I want to look at why. Why has this happened for you? Because we always look at why something has happened for you rather than to you, so that we know, because no matter what situation happens, there's always a good that comes out of it, whether it's the support and kindness of other people, which is what you've been doing. You've been very nurturing and very supportive. Spirit, why has this happened for them? 4 of Cups. So it has taken you out of the mundane somehow. Queen of Pentacles. It's given you an opportunity to be charitable, to be giving, to be generous with who you are, generous of spirit. It's it's kind of it's given you space to shine a little bit in a way, pal 3, which I don't mean that to sound awful, because if it has been a difficult situation, you don't wish these things upon people, but it's allowed you to step out of what is a very typical kind of life for you, and to really be that generosity of spirit, which can be quite rewarding. So whether whether you've been charitable, whether you've supported others, whether you've been generous with what you have, is what this is about in a lot of ways. It can be very rewarding, like being a healer can have real secondary gain, because it's so delightful to know that you've helped people and that you've supported them through their healing journey. That's a real blessing. So that's part of why this has happened for you. I want to look at what unexpected gifts are coming in for you, pile 3. What unexpected gifts are coming in for pile 3, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got interesting and we've got do some research. I feel drawn to this one where you might have had to walk away from, you know, if it was to do with the hurricane, you might have had to walk away from your home, is what I want to say, pile 3. So that's just popped up and I just wanted to clarify that. Do take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. I feel like it's important to ground yourself. And where you can, have fun. The dolphins are very much about having fun. And the angels and the rainbow is very much about spiritual support. So do ask for help from spirit and try to be as light-hearted and as playful as you can be during this situation, because it will lift the hearts of others. I feel very emotional about this reading, pile 3. If you please do leave comments in the comments section if you can. I'd really like to know more about what's going on for you. Spirit, what unexpected gifts have we got coming in for pile 3? Okay, so we've got, it's been really interesting the whole way through to see what unexpected gifts are coming in for for each pal. So do some research. There's maybe, so it says you need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So don't jump into anything. Sometimes what we do when we're worried about things, we make rash decisions. But from a gift perspective, perhaps you're being educated in some way as part of this process. You're learning different things that you hadn't known before, which is a gift. It says you're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. So maybe this scenario has taken you outdoors more. You know, maybe if you're normally stuck in an office or something like that, this situation has actually taken you outdoors more often, so that you're spending time in the open air, which is a gift in itself. And then we've got ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So that also is a gift. So sometimes being able to receive support and allowing yourself to be open to receive support can be such a gift. And I love that this little fairy here is, they've got dandelion clocks, which is all about making wishes. And also dandelions are very nourishing. So, you know, if you need something, make sure that you're asking for it, because that is a gift to others. If you receive that, just like you've been given, just like you've been giving, if you receive, that can be such a gift to others, because like I just said, with the secondary gain, it can make other people feel so supported. And for each reading, like I said, there was stuff about the person and the gift that relates to this. So for me, Carly was one of the first people to really see me and to go, what do you need? Because I'd always been someone who looked after and looked out for other people generally. I was the responsible adult a lot of the time. Carly was the first person. I remember it so well. It was a really funny little thing where we were in the office and she'd gone to reception and the lady at reception had jelly babies. And Carly brought me back some jelly babies. And it was such a kind, thoughtful little thing, but it meant the world to me, because, I don't know, it was something about it that just, it was something at the time I needed for somebody else to see me and to do something nice for me. And so part of that is what you are doing for other people in that way, but also allowing that to come to you when you need it as well, and to be able to speak up and say, I need some support with this, I need some help with this. So that's so interesting. I want to get some advice for you, pile 3. This has been a very interesting pile to read for. So, Spirit, what advice have we got for pile 3, please? Oh, how interesting. So this one is Spirit of Place, and it came through upside down. So I can't help but keep going back to the places hit by a hurricane. So if that relates to you, please, if you aren't part of the places that have recently experienced hurricanes, please do share in the comments about what this is about. So Spirit of Place, everything has a spirit, everything has energy, everything has, you can tune into it. So for example, I went somewhere new the other night. I stumbled upon this lovely nature reserve in Britain, and as I walked into it, there were lots of steps all through trees that were changing colours. There were greens and reds and yellows and oranges, and then there were bridges over little brooks and streams, and it was like something out of the elven area of Lord of the Rings. It was absolutely beautiful. There were little crab apples all over the floor, and it felt very like where the realms of fairies would live. It had that real magical feeling to it. And each place has a spirit of place. So if it's upside down, I want to say that maybe it feels like the spirit of a place has gone. Maybe something's happened that's impacted on how the place feels that you're in, that you're at, that you're spending time at. But the advice is to know that your spirit will heal the spirit of that place, and that you can heal with love and laughter and fun and play. You can bring such beautiful energy back, even if part of the spirit of the place has died, or been impacted upon, because there's the autumnal leaves here, which shows that maybe a certain spirit of the place has passed. You can bring a newer, more vibrant, even better spirit back into that place by your love, by your kindness and generosity. So don't lose heart. You can bring it back to life, is what I want to say there, by putting your love, attention, time, and all those different positive energies into it. And maybe you can you can do it yourself, or you can have a get together where you channel energy, healing energy from spirit, from the divine, into the spirit, into the place. So take time to send healing energy. And I did that because I'm in England, but everybody was, my family and friends were in the area where there's the hurricane in North Carolina and Asheville and places like that. What I did was I sent healing energy to try and help things to be progressing positively, for things to be rebuilt in an easier way, for people to be kind and generous to each other, just positive, sending positive energy to that area. So maybe you can do that as well for whichever place it is that's mattering to you as part of this as part of this reading. If you want any more help or assistance around that, let me know. You can always contact me via my website, which is all in the description. Right, interestingly, we've got education here. So, and I love the heron. It might not be a heron, I'll have to double check, but the white, it looks like a white heron. They're very auspicious, very lucky. And I find it interesting that you've got this alongside the do some research, because, you know, part of the gift is that is finding out more things. So the advice is to keep learning and to keep opening your mind to what you're learning throughout this experience. There's a new beginning in this, because there's the new moon at the top there, and this is an auspicious, positive time. So I just want, that's really important, that you keep your mind and your heart open and allow yourself to learn as much as you can as part of this process, because it will have a positive impact on you going forward in life. So pile 3, thank you so much for watching. That's been a very interesting reading. Lots of love and luck to you. If you've liked this reading, please do like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel. It helps me to support other people like you. Lots of love to you. Take care. Goodbye.